Welcome back to Spotlight. 3 wins in a row for the boys in gold. A huge Eastern Conference showdown this Saturday. Let's dive in. Welcome back, guys. What were you up to this weekend?
Well, right here, and so were you. Yes. Watching Nashville win a 3rd straight game, best start to a season through 5 games in club history. Guys, could get used to these results.
Yeah, we could, and so was I. I was here too. Jesus, it's not just about y'all.
Well, you didn't come up and say hey, I saw Liv.
Listen, I can lurk in the shadows when I need to, but I was here. It was a great performance. The weekend was on and popping, and the best thing is we're here on Spotlight to break it all down for you.
All right, well, let's get started. Let's take a look at Saturday's match. The boys in gold had a 3-0 win. Let's talk about the impressive response given the key absences that happened. Lucas, do you want to take us through that?
Right, so Ahmed Qasim, who has scored 2 goals in the last 2 games, was slated to start this game, gets the stomach bug, very last-minute omission from the lineup. So Johnny Perez, the man on loan from LA Galaxy, finds out literally 2 hours before kickoff, hey, you're in, you're starting, first start of the season. So I think the first half, guys, just was kind of off kilter a little bit to begin with. Kind of reminded me, Jalil, of that Portland game where you missed 2 PKs in the first half. You're not sure if it's going to be your day, but credit to Nashville for the way it overcame that, kept its foot on the gas. The goal by Alex Muyl kind of opened the floodgates, but Johnny Perez, that response after being told, hey, you're in just a couple hours before kickoff, ends up with his first career MLS goal, 3-0 Nashville.
And the expectation now in this new era of Nashville is to be able to be a team that is deeper, has players that are contributing, whether they're starting, whether they're coming in off the bench, or they find out right before the 90 that they're getting the nod. Here now the expectation is not only to be able to keep the performances at the baseline, but to take them to another level. That's why for me, I'm very happy about the way that Johnny Perez rewarded the manager's confidence for getting the nod to start the game. And from a player's perspective, that's not an easy thing to do from a mentality standpoint. So Johnny, keep it up, my bro.
This is Nashville's 2nd match in a row to score 3 goals. And this time it was by 3 different goal scorers. Jalil, what does this say about Nashville's attack?
Again, it goes into the aspect of depth. It goes into answering the questions that have been there for years on end. How much help are Hani and Sam going to get in terms of goal contributions? So now when you're looking at how the season has played out so far, the well of goals is coming from multiple players. Now that makes you more indefensible. Now the opposition is now looking at a situation, well, okay, if we stop Hani and we stop Sam, you got to stop Johnny Perez as well. You got to stop Andy Nahar as well. You got to stop Josh Bauer coming crashing in on headers as well. And that's what defines very good teams apart from average teams.
7 different goal scorers through 5 matches. It's a good mark for Nashville. And the fact that Mukhtar only has the 1 and it's from the penalty spot, to me is a positive for this team because they're not relying on his output of goals scored. I also love that we celebrated Hani on Saturday, 150th appearance, Hani bobblehead night, all of the festivities, and he's the one that supplied those first 2 career MLS goals, 1 for Josh Bauer and 1 for Johnny Perez. A sign of things to come, I think, for Nashville this year.
One of the biggest moments of the match was Alex Muyl's goal. Jalil, can you break that down for us?
Absolutely. To start the second half, what you always want is your team to be on the front foot. That's exactly what we're seeing from Nashville. So much yellow in the attacking third. Keep your eye on Alex Muyl. He peels off close to the referee. That creates a precarious situation for the CF Montreal defense here. Sam Surich is normally the goal scorer, but he's the decoy in this play. 2 Montreal defenders gravitate toward where Sam Surich goes, and that opens up a chasm for Alex Muyl to run straight into. But what I love about this is Geodis Park is going crazy. The boys are going crazy. They plan the celebrations, and sometimes they come off clean, sometimes they don't. I'm not too sure if it's a salute or if it's a I'm just happy to be here moment, but Alex Muyl has been excellent throughout the beginning of this season. Look at this replay here. You can see exactly where Alex Muyl lures the defense into a very precarious spot. If you're playing against a back 3 system, what you're trying to do is to get 1 or 2 of the center backs to peel out of their spots to open up windows to attack into. Sam Surich's assist is perfect because it goes right into his stride and then he slots it home. What I love about this is it's a team performance, it's team exuberance, and you can see through the celebration to the corner, everybody is right behind Alex.
Now let's shift our focus to the matchup this weekend, Nashville SC versus FC Cincinnati. FC Cincinnati has been winless in their last 3 matches. Lucas, how much urgency does this add to them coming back to this game?
Well, a ton. I mean, for another week, you're facing a team that's just going to be desperate for a road result here. Winless in the last 3. The first of those 3, CONCACAF Champions Cup, where they were eliminated by Tigres. We remember just how much that congestion in your early season schedule can weigh you down a little bit. Nashville experienced it a little bit last year with the amount of squad rotation. They're kind of in the clear of that, Jalil. They'll have the whole week off this week leading into this game, but coming off a heartbreaking draw at home, 88th minute own goal, dropped points against Atlanta just last Saturday. So you're going to get a very talented and a very hungry Cincinnati team, not to mention the rivalry aspect in this building.
Yeah, for me, this is a team that can't be overlooked. This is a team that I don't think their MLS schedule and or their results, or lack thereof, really paints the picture of how dangerous this team can be. They add Evander to the equation in the offseason, and that really makes how they play just slightly different from when Lucho Costa was in the picture. Makes them more direct, makes them more, forward-facing in terms of how they look to get possession, high up the field, and then create a lot of goal-scoring opportunities. But when you talk about the flip, though, Nashville has been excellent as of late. So I would expect to see a very competitive match. You talk about the historics between the two clubs here, and I always loved playing in this fixture, and I can't wait to see what the weekend has in store for us.
Evander, you mentioned him in great form. 5 goals, 2 assists in all competitions so far. I think this is the biggest challenge defensively so far this season for Nashville, just from a pure talent standpoint on what they'll be going up against with the likes of Evander and Kevin Denke up top.
If you could spotlight one player for this weekend's match, who would it be?
Give me Eddie Tagseth for this one. Now, I know Cincinnati will have the week off like we mentioned, but still, guys, 9 games played since February 19th. That's an average of a game every 3 or 4 days. That does wear on you a little bit. I don't know that they'll be coming in with tired legs, maybe just a little bit weary as those lasting effects linger a little bit. Eddie Tagseth doesn't know the meaning, though, of tired legs. No. This guy's run 40-something miles through 5 matches. I don't think I've run that in my lifetime, okay? So Eddie Tagseth is the type of guy that can just frustrate an opponent, especially on the road, especially if Nashville's able to grab an early lead with the repress, his ability to pick up the ball in pockets and break lines. We talked to Dax McCarty last week on NSC Backstage, described him as a Bond villain in the way he just likes to agitate the opponent. I love that. Give me Eddie Tagseth all day in this one.
He does. If you look at our Nashville Soccer Club socials, every clip of him is him running at some capacity. Like, he never stops running, whether it's back of house, whether it's on the field. And the best part is he always has a smile on his face. Let me tell you, you will not catch me running and smiling at the same time, ever, ever.
Are we ever going to catch you running first? You have to run before we can catch
you
running and smiling.
Let's go.
That's the first thing. But you talk about
Let's take an elevator.
You know what?
Eddie Tagseth running over, what did you say, 40-something miles?
Close to 40 miles so far this year.
You could live in Nashville and not even cover 40-something miles in your car in a week. So I love the Eddie Tagseth shout. I want to give flowers to the homie Walker, though, because I love how he's always continued to reinvent himself every single season based on what the team needs. Whether it's having to balance out his U.S. men's national team schedule with the Nashville schedule, he's done that for years on end. But now his slate is just a little bit clearer with Nashville. He can focus in, get himself healthy, and then lead this club. He's done that throughout the first part of the season, and you can see that the defense seems and is very much more calm than it was last season, and that is all credit to Walker Zimmerman. But you also have to be able to understand that it's all the other defenders as well. Jack Mayer's been pretty solid as well this season, and of course Josh Bauer's coming off of a very excellent performance scoring in the last game.
Not to mention you get Andy Nahar and a couple others back from international duty, some added depth there.
Just excellence everywhere, everywhere. All right, well, this Saturday we have another theme night. It's college night. So what colors are you guys repping this Saturday?
Y'all don't want to ask me what colors.
No, we know the answer to that.
Come on, let's hear it.
I'll be repping the colors of a team still in the NCAA tournament. Jalil, I don't know that you can say the same. Now, I don't know if that'll still be the case come Saturday. I might be eating my words, but at least my team will still be alive, whereas your blue, I don't know if we can say
I just don't even know how many basketball championships you guys have, so we don't need to get into that. I will be repping Carolina blue because that's where I graduated from. I know we're going to have a lot of Vandy out there, some Belmont mixed in. Very, very good stuff. I don't know how much UT orange we're going to have, but I am a man of the people. Whatever you decide to wear, however you decide to rep it, as long as it's not out of PA, I'm cool.
did I do to you? All right. Well, anyways, it's going to be a fun match. Lots to look forward to this Saturday. So we hope to catch you here at Geodis Park on Saturday, 7:30 p.m. If not, you can watch on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV, or you can listen with our friends on 104.5 The Zone. Thanks for watching this episode of Spotlight.